What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Ricardo here. So, as you guys know, I've been gone for almost like a month now, which you guys may know because, I was in quarantine, if you guys may heard. But, yeah, I'm back with another video, guys. So, today, I'm going to be doing a Wingstop mukbang right here. And I got all my food over here, so I'm really hungry. And, as you guys know, today is Saturday. And the Cowboys play tonight at 8, which I'm really excited because it's officially football season now. So, yeah, we're going to dig in. And I'm also going to be telling you about, the latest updates, like, the recents and the past. We're having, like, this whole COVID stuff. Alright, so yeah, so this is what we got. There's seasoned fries. And then I got 10 wings right here. So I got well, if you guys can tell, let me show you. The garlic parmesan and then the regular hot right here. I'll say I love spicy food, to be honest with you guys, but they're really good. So yeah, let me just take my first bite. And I haven't had it in a while, to be honest. So, one second. Guys, comment down if you think Wingstop has the best ranch, because they do have the best ranch, not gonna lie. Alright, so right now I'm gonna explain where was I this whole time. So, I was in quarantine for like a week, like 2 weeks, or yeah, it was 2 weeks. My bad. So, no, actually 1 week. My bad. It was just one. So, this happened back then, like in July. Well, we're in August, right? Not August. Yeah, August. My bad. So, back in July, like the end of July, like when I came back home from work. So I usually work outside, guys, and I remember coming home. I was like feeling like my throat was like getting really dry, and I started like feeling like weird. Like I started feeling dizzy and all that. So then the next day, my mom was like, I think we have to take you to the hospital. That's what my mom said, because I was not feeling well at that time. Because I was having a headache and a cough as well. Because I think because I have allergies as well, and can be the reason why. And this is 2022, and the pandemic is like back. It's like starting out like all over, like how it used to be like 2 years ago. So maybe about this, like about that, I was really scared and hoping that I was gonna come out like positive, but the truth, I came out positive, and I was really really upset. My bad. I was like super upset about that. Like how that I was never gonna catch it. I hope I was gonna be like be really lucky about it. My bad. That was my phone right there. But so I was hoping that this year, like I was gonna make it like alive, not to catch COVID, because last year my parents, they did catch COVID, and especially my brother. But now, to me, I finally catched it, and I was like really mad about that. Because to be honest with you guys, I don't think this pandemic is gonna like end. Maybe or maybe not. Because back in 2020, it was like harsh, like because like I remember back then when I was in the grocery store shopping with my dad. It was, I don't know what you call it, but it was like packed. Not like packed, but a different word. I forgot. Because the lines were super long. No water bottles, no toilet papers, no. Well, I mean, there was like enough food, but almost everything was gone. Not that. Like, you know, COVID has taken so much names. And, so COVID has taken, like, too much names. Like, a lot of people lost their jobs. Oh my god, so I'm just really hungry, just so they all know. But, you know, like I said, okay, so yeah, a lot of people are losing their jobs. Even couples, they're going through breakups and divorce, and a lot of schools are like going through the same thing. Like, you know, kids had to go quarantine, and almost everything. Cause like this is like the new history part of the, like, you know, the world's newest history of COVID. Because as you guys know, I also did graduate in 2020. Because when I was in school, I remember they said that there was not gonna be school for 2 weeks, and then they added another week, then another, and then that's when the governor said that they were gonna close the whole school for the whole, like, for the whole school year until, like, you know, till further notice. But then after that, I was like officially done from high school. I was like, well, now since we're done now, you know, we finally have a graduation. So I did have a graduation, but in person, because it had to be in the stadium, outdoor, you know, social distancing and all that. If you guys may remember, even with masks, we had to wear masks. That was required in our graduation. So then we got masks and all of them. So, that back to what I was saying. So, I remember what I did really vividly, you know, staying home at quarantine. It really sucked a lot because, you know, you had nothing to do. It was like you were locked up in jail, having nothing to do. You couldn't work out, you couldn't go out. You had to be stuck in your room all day, and really quickly it turns, like, the depression like snaps like really quick. Cause like I also forgot to mention that about I heard that you know, COVID, it causes depression all the time as well. You know, almost everything. Cause you may never know what's gonna happen to you. Cause you know, there's people out there that are still in the ICU. No matter if they're gonna, like, you know, make it or not. But, you know, we gotta pray to God that, like I said, you know, we don't know if the pandemic's gonna end really quickly, but we just gotta fight it and hope, like, you know, new hopes, hoping that we can be back to normal. We can have a happy life. We can, you know, be back together and hug each other. That's what I wish as well, because, you know, a really scary moment. So, all right, now to that topic, I'm gonna move on with my family's life. So, the very first time we had COVID, which was, you know, like my parents, oh, excuse me. So the first time I discovered we had COVID was like, it was during Christmas Eve or day, I think. So, on Christmas Eve, we had to go to 2 parties, one on my dad's side and one on my mom's. So technically on my mom's side, they catch COVID like really quickly. And then we had to go get tested for COVID. Alright, so we had to get tested for COVID. And my grandma, she was the first one who came out positive. Then my aunt, my other aunt, my uncle, and then especially my parents, they did. And then me and my brother, we came out negative. Well, like, you know, most of my cousins, we all came out negative. thankfully, because you know, if it was for us, we would easily get sick, or you may never know if we may end up in the ICU. And then also, the beginning of January, which was like a brand new year, my tia, she passed away due from a heart condition. And, well, no, actually a medical condition, I meant medical. So, so she was a bit young, I would say, but she was in her 80s and passed away. And sadly, I didn't get to say goodbye to her at all. And it really sucked. It really did, because, you know, we had to stay at home, distancing, and we couldn't see our family. And I couldn't say goodbye to my aunt as well. Oh my god. So, alright, let's pause right there, but guys, comment down what is your favorite flavor at Wingstop, because mine is mango habanero and the hot, because I love spicy food as well. But I had to end up with garlic parmesan and original hot. Let me just say goodbye. I'm officially running out of water, but I mean, that's alright. But you know, it was really hard to just stay at home, you know, thinking about what else is gonna happen. And like 6 months later, we're gonna go fly right there, but like 6 or 8 months or like that, one of my tia's cuñada, my aunt's sister-in-law, she wanted to go to Mexico to get surgery, but then really quickly she got COVID and then ended up dead. And I was like, wow, like, after what she did, like, I mean, I don't blame her, but you may never know who you can blame. Like, you know, my bad, I just had breath, but, so you may never know who you can blame, either the patient or the doctors or whatever, but the country. But like I said, I don't blame her, because you know, not that many people can afford the health and all that, or even their insurance, because, you know, their prices over there, they're really cheap, which, you know, I can agree with that, because, like, you know, not that many people can pay their hospital, like, you know, their doctor visit or a bill or whatever. But yeah, ever since then, you know, my tia, she told us, you know, and I think it's just best that if you guys want to go, you know, get surgery, or, you know, if you were in a really bad accident or whatever, you have to go to a hospital. And now, ever since then, they can't trust Mexico anymore, because, you know, what really happened. But, I mean, she did catch COVID, but they said that there was something wrong with her, like, you know, they had to misplace something on her chest. That's what it was. No, my bad, the chest, but I can't remember what it was, but something really happened, because well, she had to let her family know that she was gonna go, but, you know, something ended, like, you know, badly happened. In all 2022, I lost 2 family members this year. My uncle on my dad's side. So he actually passed away from cancer. And honestly, I'm gonna say what I loved about him. He was a really amazing uncle I could never ask for. Cause a long time ago, okay, well, I'll do a little story time. Cause my dad's parents, they weren't really there for his life, even for his siblings. So that's when my uncle and my aunt, they were like their second parents. They had to raise them. And honestly, I really did feel bad for my dad, because, you know, he was a bit upset, because, like, you know, his real parents were, like, really there for his life. they couldn't raise them. But I mean, he did consider me as my, my grandson as well. And I remember like a few times my dad would always call him like dad. Sometimes, not all the time, but he would just call him dad. Honestly, he was like a really amazing person. He loved to dance, which I do remember that. He was like the king of cumbias and all that. I remember we would go to like the family events. He would be the first one to be in the ballroom, start dancing like, with all the cumbias, like, somebody said that. So just to mention, guys, I'm Salvadorian. And he was like the dancer. But then so on that day when we were dancing, I mean not dancing, when my friend told me about the bad news about what happened, they said that he's not gonna be able to make it because his cancer, and I was really suspicious, and unfortunately he is with the Lord now. I don't like, so to be honest with you guys, I don't like to say the word die or death because, like, I mean, it's not really a bad word, but it's like a really strong word because, die, it's a super strong word to use, but, everyone dies, but, may everyone rest in peace because, back in 2021, there were also, like, the most deaths for the teens. That's what I also heard about. And the COVID as well. And also just a month ago I lost my great grandmother, which she was the oldest out of living, like, out of all, like the oldest person alive in our family. She was like the queen of the family. And yeah, we're also 5 generations. Well, I'm the 4th generation and 1st generation living in a country in America, because she was always the most happiest person, and also did have a heart. But when she was really getting like big, like kind of old, I would say. She lost her memories now. Well, not like, losing memories, like, she knows where she goes, but like the faces and all that, like, the recognize or the appearance, I mean, she won't remember us. She'll be like, who's this? And then if we meet her again, she won't remember us. If we go this every day, it may take about like a month for her to get her memory back to remember. But she passed away this year, July 2nd, she passed away. And unfortunately, I didn't went to go to El Salvador because I mean, I would, but my passport got expired this year, and we were gonna go to El Salvador, like I said, because if you guys may remember on my last video, the Q&A, that I have a half brother who lives there, and most of my family lives there as well. Well, technically, like, my whole family lives here. If this kind of makes sense, like, here in America and here in El Salvador. But to my dad's family, he doesn't really talk about his family that much. But my mom, she would always talk about her family. And I mean, most of my family's here in America, and also in El Salvador as well. But yeah, so like I said, she, is with the Lord, resting. She was 96 years old. That's how old she was. And if she was 100, we would have made her like a huge party. Being the oldest person alive in our family and the generation. And even for the more generations that are coming through. So there's about 5 generations. So I'm the 1st generation. And about like a few generations here. And mostly ones as well, like for the 5th generations. Because, our family's like growing really big. My family's growing really big. And unfortunately, like I said, I wish I could say goodbye to her. But, my passport got expired, like I said. my whole family had to go say goodbye to her, and especially for my grandmother. My grandmom, she really cried like really badly and all that, because you know that was her mom. She raised her, even she raised her grandchildren and her great grandchildren as well, because she loved taking care of kids. I can tell you that, guys. She loved taking care of kids, and you know she was the woman who always protected us and fight for our lives, and always telling stories. And, yeah. All right, guys. So, anyways, I think I'm kind of full right now, but I haven't finished my French fries. Wait, man, I can eat them in like a bit. So, I'm gonna have some as well. So, I'm on my diet as well, guys. But anyways, guys. So, if you guys may also read by the title, I do have a surprise for y'all, which I'm gonna show you that in a bit. But let me just finish this up. So before we get to that, I just want to say, guys, just make sure you stay safe. Stay away from people who are getting sick, because we want to get healthy. We don't want to get sick anymore. We just want this COVID to end. Yeah. So anyways, guys, today you're gonna be seeing the surprise today. Okay, so before we get into that countdown, I'm just gonna give y'all a hint in just a few seconds, if you guys can guess. Well, I guess you got it right, guys, because here she is. Yeah, guys, introducing her. Mi troquita, mi camioneta, whatever you want to call it, but it's her. Honestly, guys, I'm really happy to say this, that I made so much money. This took me about like 1 or 2 years to save all this money up, but I finally have her. So the truck I have is a single cab, but I was looking for a crew cab, but unfortunately they were not available. But this is the truck I won. This is a dream truck I've always wanted, guys, because like when I was a kid, I always wanted this when I was a kid. I always told my mom, like, I want a truck, and also my dad. But unfortunately, this is a truck I'm gonna stay with, not for my whole life, but because I mean, if who knows, like, if I might stay with this truck for my whole life or not. But it's what it is, because I gotta enjoy my life, and I'm almost there to become like a parent. I'm gonna have so much memories with this truck, with everything about it. And yeah, so guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you liked this video. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so that way you can be notified for our next video. As always, I'll see you guys next time.